Introducing first, in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with red trim, weighing in at 188 pounds, with a record of 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. From Winnipeg, Manitoba, Matthias Mad Dog Hughes. And in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with black trim, weighing in at 185 pounds, with a record of no wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw, from Edmonton, Alberta, Kirby, anytime, anywhere, Russell!
There's a look at our matchup. Thanks, Ron. I am joined by Terry Haas at ringside as we get set for a matchup between Kirby Russell and Matthias Hughes. They almost went at it before they're supposed to go at it. The tail of the tape shows us this between these two boxers. First of all, Matthias is certainly the younger boxer of this matchup, as he is 9 years the junior of Kirby Russell. Russell comes into this, Terry, the oldest boxer in the card.
Yes, he is, but Kirby's been around, and this guy is tough. It's going to be a very interesting bout. I don't know for sure what Matthias brings to the table, but we're going to see here right away. I believe it's going to be a pretty good war.
Well, for Kirby Russell, this is his first fight since May 12, 1996. That night he said he got hit, and he got hit hard, and that is not the way he wanted to finish his pro boxing career. Neither guy giving each other any room to get things going. Both like to throw bombs, and there's one by Russell, and both, I think, would like to get this one over early.
I believe they'll both be trying to, but it looks like there may be a little bit of holding in this bout, and for sure it's going to be some roughing up done.
Well, Matthias Hughes is really a maximum fighting championship fighter. He got into boxing just because that was the weakest part of his repertoire, but he liked boxing so much he decided to stay in it, and now it's become the strongest part of his maximum fighting championship skills, and he'll be back in Edmonton March 23rd for one of those type of bouts. Russell going for the uppercut.
Some shots here. Kirby better keep his hands up.
The knees are buckled on the part of Kirby Russell by Matthias Hughes. Mad Dog Matthias and Russell fighting right back. Kirby Russell going on the aggression after Hughes hit him with a solid right hand. Well, Russell, having not fought in so long, has had to work very hard to get into shape for this fight. Another right hand, a couple of right hands by Hughes land right on the button of Russell.
Don't hold on to the ropes. Don't hold on to the ropes. Break! Break! All right, come on.
Matthias Hughes, when I asked him how he wanted to box, he says, I don't want to box, I want to fight. And that's what he's done. Another left hand by Hughes.
He's coming over the top on Russell.
Hughes has a couple of inches in reach advantage, and it looks like he's taking advantage of that so far in this first round.
Oh, he is. Kirby's got to keep his hands up if he wants to stay in there, because Mad Dog's coming over the top of his hands that are down, and he's landing squarely on the face of Kirby. And it'll be a short night for Kirby if he doesn't start working with his hands up here a bit.
Russell, a 3-time Golden Gloves champion. He did it 3 years in a row in the early 90s, once as a novice, twice as an open fighter, as we are to the final seconds of this first round between Matthias Hughes and Kirby Russell. And Russell gives Hughes a look as he goes back to his corner, but the advantage in that first round had to go to the kid out of Winnipeg, Manitoba.
No question. I think the long layoff that Kirby's had sure telling its toll right now. However, if he can get refocused here again, I think that he may have a small advantage over his opponent in conditioning. At least it looks that way to me.
Well, there's the right hand that maybe hurt Kirby Russell the most in that first round. Russell definitely in great condition. I'm guessing, Terry, he's the only boxer on tonight's card that's run in a marathon. He ran it in May. It is the marathon route for the World Championships in athletics. He ran it in 4 hours and 42 minutes. It won't take him that long to handle tonight's fight, but the longer it goes, maybe the better it goes for Kirby.
Oh, he's going to shake off some of the rust, I'm sure. It's been a long time since he was in the ring and actually boxed in competition, although he's probably been sparring quite a few rounds at the gym.
Matthias Hughes, sorry Terry, for him, his 7th pro fight. Interestingly enough, his pro debut came against Troy Westwood, not the boxer, the kicker for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. He said it was the kind of fight where he was swinging and Westwood was running. And nobody running in this bout between Hughes and Russell.
No, Kirby's not going to back down, and it doesn't look like Mad Dog's going to either.
It looks like Kirby Russell has a little bit of swelling over his left eye from the shots he took in that first round.
Yeah, his trainer was working it over quite heavy with the end swell there, trying to get the swelling down in the eye. But it's not that bad. I think he can see okay. Kirby's just got to pick his spots now.
And there was one right there, the right hand, as Hughes was trying to cover up. Maybe the best right hand that Russell has landed on the night.
But I can see now that Matthias looks to me like he's starting to breathe pretty hard, and he's tying up Kirby. Kirby may have weathered the storm. I hope that he has. I'd like to see this fight continue on a lot further.
For Russell, this is his first cruiserweight fight. He's fought a couple other times in Edmonton as well, so he is familiar with the surroundings of action here. One-time sparring partner with Danny Stonewalker, so he's been in with some very good boxers.
Oh, there's no question.
Well, as this round wears on, Kirby Russell is starting to do a little more damage and starting
he's getting
to
busier,
push
and Matthias seems to me like he's slowing down a little bit, and there doesn't seem to be the speed on Matthias's punches that there was early on in the fight.
Matthias Hughes got into boxing to make some money. A guy who worked 22 hours a day at one point in his life and said, "That's not for me. I'm going to work 3 minutes at a time, 4 to 6 rounds, and hopefully for him, if he gets the championship fights, 12 rounds at a time, and that's the way he wants to make a living."
Oh, for sure, but I think this kid will do anything in the ring to make money, because he's going to go into a tough competition here, and that I think your tough fight or whatever it is, Iron Man fight.
Yeah, Ultimate Fighting, and he's also interested in doing what they call in Japan Pride Fighting, which is the same as Ultimate Fighting, but the titles, if you get to the big matches, could be worth $500,000.
Hey, all the more power to him. It wouldn't be a way I would want to make money, that's for sure.
A much stronger second round on the part of Edmonton's Kirby Russell against Matthias Hughes.
Matthias landed a good hook right there at the end of the fight. But Kirby was keeping his hands up a lot better that round. I think that he's starting to shake the ring rust. I'm looking for Kirby to come out stronger as the fight goes on, and possibly Matthias slowing down a little bit.
For Kirby Russell, he is just short of 6 years since his last pro fight. Matthias Hughes had his way in the first round against Kirby Russell, but Kirby Russell certainly came on strong in the second round. Russell attempting to use the jab to set up the right hand, and he landed it at least a couple times, Terry, in round number 2.
Yes, he did. He's starting to come on a little bit stronger. Like I say, the ring rust, I think he's starting to shake it a little bit. He's getting into this fight now. I think he feels more comfortable. Matthias starts the round out pretty strong, but
these guys said they would come in and fight, and that's exactly what they have done. And Matthias and Kirby, it's not one guy having to go to the other guy's corner to meet up. They meet right in the middle and start throwing.
Oh, I think they could have done that before the bell even started.
Matthias Mad Dog Hughes, they used to call him big daddy dog, but they figured he became a madman once he entered the ring, so thus you end up with Mad Dog Hughes, who's getting himself caught into a couple of shots here by Kirby Russell in round number 3.
Well, Kirby's starting to land the shots now.
You can see the tide of this fight starting to turn, and Matthias Hughes, who in round number 1 and most of round number 2 never got into any kind of a tight clinch, now he's starting to do that. He's tiring, and Russell also is starting to hit him with some good shots.
Well, Kirby's starting to blow a bit too, but I think Kirby's still in a little bit better shape than Matthias. Although Matthias is scoring some punches right now, pretty good uppercut and straight right hand.
I talked about the running that Kirby Russell does. That's how he keeps himself in great shape. It wasn't that long ago, 14 months ago, he weighed 235 pounds, so he has lost 50 pounds in just over a year to get ready for this fight and get into the cruiserweight category for weight. The crowd urging on Kirby Russell in this 3rd round. And Russell going to work on the body of Hughes. Definitely the aggressor.
He's landing some good hard shots to the body now. Looks to me like Matthias is tiring out. He's trying to tie up Kirby. Kirby push him off.
Well, 11 years in boxing for Kirby Russell, and as he came into this one, oh, the right hand by Russell, and that definitely staggered Matthias Hughes, who is on the ropes. 30 seconds remaining in round number 3. Russell may be trying to end this one. The uppercut. The uppercut caught Matthias Hughes.
Oh, and a good body shot.
Into the final seconds of round 3, and a right hand, and then a right uppercut, and a left by Matthias Hughes, who's coming back in the final seconds of round 3 in what has been a great matchup between Kirby Russell and Matthias Hughes.
Well, this is more what we expected, an all-out war, and that's what it's coming to. The last round, I think they're both going to let everything go.
At this point in the fight, what are the two cornermen telling their respective boxers with only 3 minutes or maybe less to go?
Well, I'm sure that Croucher's telling his boxer, look, you got lots left in the tank. You got to let it all go now. It's the last round. The fight's close. The guy took probably the first round, but you know, the second round's close, and for sure you won the third, so you're going to have to go out and empty your tank, and I'm sure they're telling Matthias Mad Dog Hughes the same thing.
Barry and Miles Croucher in the corner for Kirby Russell. They have to be happy with the way their boxer looked in that 3rd round, as he was more the aggressor of Matthias Hughes and landed a number of striking blows. Round number 4. Brooks Falls, Ontario's Kirby Russell, who now comes Edmonton home. Russell coming out the aggressor in this final round. But Terry's got to be careful because Hughes has power.
Oh, there's no question. But Kirby will come back. This Mad Dog's... He's going to let it... Mad Dog's going to let everything out too, but Kirby's got to keep his hands up and just keep busy.
And Kirby Russell knows about keeping busy because 5 days a week, 8 to 10 hours a day, he works as a bricklayer, so I don't know if he's got cement hands, but maybe he hopes he does if he's going to score a knockout against Matthias Hughes.
I'm not so sure we're going to see a knockout here in this fight, but it's been really interesting, and it has been a war. Both these guys got big hearts, and they're letting everything go.
Well, this really has swayed back and forth. Round 1 with the good right hand by Kirby Russell was a lot of Hughes. Round 2 was somewhat split, Terry. Round 3 to Kirby Russell. And now this fight could be decided with what we will see in the first minute 20 and the final minute 40 of this round. Uppercut by Russell. Both men landing a number of punches. Hughes and Russell showing the strength there is Kirby Russell as he nearly threw Matthias Hughes right over the top rope.
Fine. What's wrong with me? Let's go. All right, we gotta go. Let's go. No, it's not over yet.
A brief
It's
timeout.
fine.
Kirby Russell thinks he's won, but that's not the case. Brian Bernhardt says it's not over yet. You still got some boxing to do, boys.
Some good body shots by Kirby.
Oh, the right hand by Hughes. Actually, it was Russell. Now it is Hughes trying to fight back. Another right hand. I got that one right. That was Russell.
For sure. Kirby's letting it all hang out now.
Each boxer's own clock probably telling them there's not much time left in this one. Each of them
Matthias is
probably
going to have to tie him up.
Kirby Russell, a warrior. Anytime,
Kirby's-
anywhere, and he's following through with that.
If he can just pour it on here, the referee's taking a close look. Matthias may have had enough. Yes, he does.
Oh, he's
The
stopping
referee
it.
stops the fight.
Brian Bernhardt stopping the fight with literally seconds left to go in the fourth and final round. The Mad Dog will not be a happy puppy over that stoppage.
No, for sure he won't. But I'll tell you, Kirby Russell is tickled pink.
Are you surprised by that, Terry, with just seconds to go?
No, not really. I'm not, because the referee, he's not a timekeeper, and he doesn't keep track of the time in there. And his primary concern is the safety of the boxer, and he wants to make sure that this guy, if he's unable to defend himself, isn't going to get hurt. So I think the referee did the right thing by stopping the bout.
And this is a look at what happened between Kirby Russell and Matthias Hughes. That's where Hughes was sort of hurt. We're not sure exactly where, but it was a timeout that was called by the referee, Brian Bernhardt. But we do have a winner. Here's the official decision from ring announcer Ron Rimmer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by technical knockout. Referee Brian Bernhardt stops the bout at 2:44 of the fourth round. The winner by technical knockout, Kirby Anytime, Anywhere, Russell!
So Kirby Russell started slow but came on strong with seconds to go. Finished off Matthias Hughes, the Mad Dog, out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. On the way, we have got Jason the Troll Adams versus Rafael Romero, a super bantamweight bout. That is on deck as you are watching a Rogers Sportsnet boxing special.